we will concentrate on next step, that is how to move to the second activity. How to move to second activity is nothing but second page. So second page, how we are as of now, whatever the components we designed, it's in a single page. But today now I want to, while clicking the button, as of now while taking the button, what we did, either we set the text or we displayed some toast kind of message. But now I want to move that from first page to second page when I'm clicking this. So how that happening, we'll see now here. So for that, here we will use one concept called intent. Intent is nothing but here, this, it's an action. So this we can use for multiple scenarios. One is for moving from one activity to other activity. Other is to invoke the system components. Like first one is moving from one page to another page. But here simply we are saying that page to page. But in our technical terminology, we'll say this page is nothing but here activity. We cannot say technically it's an, we can say this activity. So we are moving from one activity to other activity. So the next one is here, invoke system components. System components. System components are nothing but camera and open browser, YouTube, etc. Like this. What are the system defined that we can, if you want to open contacts, if you want to open share kind of all, it should be this. So this is the intent. But here there are two types of intents. Two types of intents. So one is the explicit. Next is the implicit. So in this word itself, it is saying that explicit. Explicit means external. We are going to the next activity, means the first one, this we are doing in explicit. This second one we are doing in implicit. So when we are using an implicit, we are doing this, means opening camera, opening browser, YouTube, such kind of all activities, we are doing this here. And for first one, we are using moving from one page to other page. So just how this is happening here, we'll see, and we'll write the programmatically here. So just I'm creating one new project. So the project name, I'm taking empty activity only. The project name I'm giving as intent. So just a project as created here, like same, I'm taking one button on a home page. Once I'm clicking on the button, from that particular button to I'm moving to the next page, second page. And that page just will display only simple text for the first example. Then after we'll see another what it is going. So first in XML, as usually I'll change my XML to linear layout. So once I change linear layout, then from there I'll continue the next activity from here. So linear layout. For this linear layout, we'll give some orientation. So this text also I'm changing, just our understandable. welcome to first page. Welcome to first page. Then here we'll take one button. So for this button, I'm giving the properties. So I'm giving the layout width. These three properties I'm adding here. So linear layout. Something spelling mistake here, so it's changing this linear layout. Yeah. Now we will give orientation here. Orientation as vertical. Then here I'm giving this as a match parent. Just I'm giving here some margin 10 dp. So the button here is, it is a button name I'm changing as a move. Just I'm giving this button name as a move. So from here, my intention is to move from this page to next page. So for this, I'm creating one ID, that is the BT. So BT. Now in Java, as usually, I'll write the action for this particular button. So for that, I am defining here button. So something button. Then here button equal to find view by ID, that is r.id.bt. Then after this, as usually, for this, I'm applying set on click listener, new view on click listener. See, up to this, what we discussed in the previous class, there is no new here. Now, here I'm applying this, I'm writing the intent syntax. So intent, something declaration equal to new intent. Here, new intent, here we have two things. One is the context. So the context is nothing but here, this is our class name dot this. What is the activity name dot this? So that what is the meaning of this means, in this intent is starting from the class. This is the class is the main activity here. So from the main activity here we are starting this. So again for this, I'm adding this second dot class. I'm creating here one new class. So this is not a defined, just I'm adding this second dot class. So that is how that class need to create, that I'll show you. Then here I'll write this start activity of what we define, that intent. So this means what we are declaring this. Just we are saying that it start activity. Just we are saying from here, this it could start new activity that we are defining here. See, second dot class we created here, second dot class. So but now that second dot class is not exist. So here there is no, means here we have only one layout. Here we have only one Java class. So before going to this, now we need to discuss one more class, that is a manifest.xml. As of now, we not yet used this manifest file, but this manifest file is the main, because where our program execution will start here. Means how many pages, how many activities are there in your program, those all program we need to define here. See, this is as an activity we are defining here, the activity name is the main activity. So this is the first activity, main activity for main activity, there is a intent filter. Intent filter can define that activity is the what kind of activity. See here, for this is defining as a launcher. So this is the launcher activity, means while your application is running, this activity can execute, start execution from here. Once this execution is starting from here, from there it follows the navigations. But we need to define, must and should, we need to define one launcher activity. Without launcher activity, we cannot run your application. So because of that, already this is defined here now. So for this, here we created second, right? So for this, we need to create activity. So how to create activity here? So by clicking this, it is saying this class. So here we can create a two ways. Means if you create from here, again we need to go and we need to create a XML. We need to map that and all. So instead of that, what I'll do is just I'll copy this name and in a Java here, by click here new. So what I'll do is activity. I'm creating here one new activity in a Java. Right click on Java, from there new, again go and check this new activity. From here again I'm selecting this empty activity. So empty activity means now what happens here, it can create one XML, one Java, and also that can be added automatically on a manifest file. So second, sys activity underscore second. So Java is creating this. So now I'm clicking on this. See here, second class is created. So activity.second XML is created with empty, and in manifest file, see second activity is added here. So like this, we need to create a second activity. Now in this page, our understandable, just will write some text. So which layout, it is also created as a constant layout. Okay, no problem. Just we'll write here. We are not writing anything, right? Just we'll write here. Welcome to second page. Welcome to second page. So then I'm running this. We'll see the output. Then we'll discuss a few other things on this. So this is called explicit intent. Means we are moving from one page to next page. That is a, here just I'm opening Visor. So it's running. Once it is run, we can able to see here. In case if I won't give permission in manifest file, what happens? So that case also we'll see straightforward. If I won't give this manifest file permission, then automatically the application will close. Means it's a crash. When where it crash and how it will come that crash also I'll show you here, because sometimes maybe we forgot and something happens for that. So in case of that, what happens here, we'll see here. It's installing. Yeah, done. So now application has installed here. See, I'm clicking on this move button. See, it is going to the second page. Now, in case if I'm removing this code, what happens? Means I'm not given any permission to the second activity in a manifest file. Then what happens, we'll see now. Now I'm clicking on move. See, it's closed. So what is the issue? So when any error will come, just go to logcat. In logcat, just you can search with one word, not only for this case, anywhere when you are running your application, it closes automatically with some error. Just you can type here fatal. Means always your error start with the fatal exception main. So this is the word where you can see what is your error. So from here, if you read the next lines, automatically you will find the issue there. See here, it is saying that fatal exception main here, Android process 3, activity not found exception. Activity not found exception. When you can remember this word, activity not found exception, when anywhere in Android, if you get this activity not found exception, means the particular activity is not declared in a manifest file. Simply you can go and you can define that and then you can run this. See, again I am back here. So then again I'm running this. Now we can able to do that. We can able to open this activity. It's installing. After installation, see here, I'm clicking on this. Now I'm able to do this. Okay, this is fine now. So now what happens here? Now I want to move from second page to third page. Then what should I do? And where should I write the code? Here, many people are confusing here. So no confusions. Simply, you can remember where from where to where you want to go. Simply that you can remember. So now my target is first class, main activity is our first class. And the first class, what we did, I want to move from the first to second. That action has completed. Now I want to move from the second page to third page. Then your target is only second page. And related to that XML, only you can write the code in this particular area. You forgot about the other 100 classes are there in your project also. You forgot about that. Only you can remember these two. So here I'm taking this and here I'm giving the orientation as vertical. Then I want to drag and drop here one button. Okay, so for this button, so ID is there. Okay, now from here I want to go to the third class. Then I'm writing the respective Java in here. Let us say I don't know how that which class has mapped for this particular XML. And then here see it is saying that tools.context Java name. This can be defined the respective action where you can write. By seeing that you can write, else by clicking this C, automatically you will navigate to the respective XML file. In case if I'm in a Java file, where could I write my action? In which XML I need to write an action? See here is the activity second. Control mouse over, click on that, it navigates to the respective XML file. So if you go in this fashion, the navigations, you could not confuse where you need to write the respective action for the respective components. Just easily you can identify. Then here also the same story I'm writing here. Again here I'm defining the button. Then here button equal to find view by ID, that is r dot id dot See here, now it is showing the two components. First button, second button. So which one? This selection could be proper. That you can check with this, double check. If it is proper, it is because of this reason. Initially, I told the name, the IDs should be the proper way. How we can define the proper way here? I'm saying this button underscore second. There I'll write here BT underscore first, like this. So that without any confusions, we can do this. So here now, this also we need to update BT dot first. Here we need to change here button underscore the second. Now without any confusions, we can do this. Then next here, button dot set on click listener, new view dot on click listener, done. So now here again I am writing the same intent equal to new intent. So that is main activity dot this. Then from here I want to move to the third class, third dot class. Then start activity of intent. Start activity of intent. This is. Now in a same fashion, we need to create a one more new activity, that is empty activity. Third, I created this third. See, third XML has created, third activity has created. Here also we can just will drag and drop one text. So just I'm giving here third activity. Third activity. So then we need to run this. So what is the result? Here it is the not main activity, it is second, because we are in a second class. So second activity. Then I'm running this. So what happened here now? There is a navigation from 1 to 2, 2 to 3. See, click on this button. See, we are in a third activity. Again, I'm pressing here system back, this button, back, like this. I'm pressing the system back. But once I am clicking on this here, second activity, third activity, what I'm expecting here is when I'm pressing here on a third back, I want to come directly to the not second activity, the first activity. I want to come back to the first activity instead of the second activity. I'm expecting that action should come to the first activity. Then how can I do that? So for that, there is a two possibilities. So one is in a third activity, here you can handle one method, that is the on back pressed method. So first we'll go with the other case. Here second activity, when I'm in going to the second activity, what I'll do is here I'm writing simply, so finish. So just I'm writing this finish. So what happens now, we'll see here. So I'm second to third. Now I'm pressing back here. See, it's back to the first page. Why? Because I'm writing here this finish. Here, you are understandable. I'm writing this. Finish means could not run on background. Could not run on background. Could not run on background. Immediately that can be destroyed. Immediately that can be destroyed. Immediately this can be destroyed. So this is the first way. And the next way is to where we can handle here back press. So that is a so here we need to handle this directly on back press. Okay, that method has already deprecated. So right now we are using only in this fashion, that is a finish. So now I want one more action here. When I'm in a third activity, I want to move again to the second activity with my action, like means my action. We need to create something here. So there is a multiple possibilities. Just I'm showing the different possibilities of navigations here. So that can be applicable in a wherever you are using a different cases, that can be applicable this. So now in this again I want to drag and drop one button. So here I'm giving this button ID is third. Then this text I'm changing as a second. So I'm just typing that second. Now I want to give action here. So here just a simple one more case I'm showing here. Button equal to find view by ID r.id dot button third. Is this the correct? As of now, what I did is before that on create, I declared button, then come here and we can write, means identifying, then we are writing the action. So in this way also you can write, but always the globe, because why I'm showing this means some of the people can write like this, but this is not a suggestible. Why? Because always you need to define the any declarations in a global. So if you define in a global, in entire class where you want this particular button, we can utilize on this. But if I define like this here, outside of this onCreate method, I cannot use this declaration. If you want again I need to write this. If I write here, I can use entire within this class, third class, wherever I want, I can use that. But here it is not possible. This we can use. So again, I'm writing here intent equal to new intent. Here, the context is the third dot this. From here, second dot class. Then here, start activity intent. Again, here also we need to create a class and all. No. Why? Because already the second class is exist. When any class is not an exist on your project, then only we need to create a new class. If already the particular class existed, if we want to navigate from some activity to that one, no need to again create the particular activity. See, just I'm clicking on this move. So now we are in a second. I'm clicking on this. Now we are in a third. Now I'm clicking on this button. Again, we are back to the second page. When I'm pressing back here, where it goes now? Third page. Why? Because previously it came from the third, but see, I'm back. See, now this entire application has closed. Now I'm opening this again, clicking on this. Now back. Now it is first activity. Why? Because what is the previous action? Back is nothing but what is the previous action? Where this previous action is happened, it goes to the respective C. Now again we are in second, but now I'm clicking on it, goes to the third activity. That defined as previous action, where the previous action came from, there this can be decided. I don't want to go to the third, means here simply we need to write the finish. Simply we need to write the finish. See, now third activity, I'm clicking on second. Now I'm clicking on the back. It goes to the first page. So like this, we are handling this is the intent. In an intent, this is explicit intent. So for this, just you can try from your side. There are you can create more than 3 or 4 pages, and each page contain the all page navigations. In first page, one button indicates that go to second page. One button indicates that go to the second, third, fourth, fifth. Like if you go to the second again, go to first page, go to third page, go to fourth page, go to like this. You can take 4 or 5 buttons and 4 or 5 activities, and just you can try that example so that you will get a more clarity on this explicit intent. So in our next class, we will see the implicit intent. After implicit intents, we will see the this about here. I'm saying this context. So why we are defining this third dot here, second dot there, what is the exact meaning of context, and how many ways we can declare that context and all, we will see in detail in our next coming classes. So just you can practice this. We'll see in the next class the implicit intent, then followed by other sections. Okay, thank you.